Hey everybody, it's the old man. I'm back here like usual. We're going to talk today about some issues hanging out in Fresno, and I want you all to know about them. Uh, Homelessness. Homelessness is a huge problem in Fresno. There's hundreds and hundreds of homeless people out on Santa Clara Street going down by Inyo, and there's a group called Real Change, that's being advocated by Lee Brand. He's not a bad mayor. He's not the greatest mayor I ever saw in my life. He's not Patterson, but hey, Brand's doing what he can. And this Real Change, is saying, see a homeless person on the street. If you got an extra quarter, it's okay. But if you're going to give to the groups who are going to get them off the street or are really helping them. There's a whole group of networks. Go to realchange.com in Fresno. It's a website. I advocate that. Go there and see what they're doing and see which one of these, uh, I don't know, advocates for the homeless you want to help and give them some money. The Heart Association is great. The Lung Association is wonderful. Cancer Society is cool. But we have to get, these are real people. You know, this is a problem. This has always been a problem my whole life in Fresno. And it's something, realchangefresno.org. Gotta go there. See what you can do to help. Give them a couple bucks. And they will get somebody off the street instead of getting them a 40 ounce. So that he can sit in the back and get drunk and steal some meth and get wasted. That's what you got to do. That if you want, I was also looking at crime rising, and incidents last week were way up. But the good news is, if you look at these stats, drug offenses are low, bottle burglaries low, frauds are low, all that stuff is low. But then you get to assault, theft, and burglary, and it's all quite a few. But here's the deal: the, these are all down in the 200 offenses last week. The biggest offense is suspicious person. Now, what I want to discuss with y'all and comment, share, or whatever, do your thing. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because if Fresno noticed 1,400 suspicious people this week, does that mean crime is on the upswing or just a bunch of paranoid fools out there? I mean, really paranoid. But is that a good thing? People tend to be looking out for each other more. Uh, they have some of these websites that help you be aware of crime in the neighborhood and to watch out for this dude and this guy was in my backyard and all this stuff. And that's on the upswing, and that's why the suspicious persons is 1,400 and burglary is 200. You know, because everybody's looking. Now, I don't know how big an advocate you are of personal privacy, but if you're outside the house, then hey, people are going to see you. And they're seeing a lot of people they don't think should be there. Now, some of that I'm sure is racially based. I don't want no part of that crap. That occurs. Oh, there's a black dude in my neighborhood. No. No, 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 and no. But they're on the lookout. But isn't that lead to seeing leads to action, and I'm afraid somebody's going to get whacked just because they're in the wrong neighborhood and they are not committing a crime. So that concerns me, but it makes you feel at least people are aware. But are they paranoid? So those are the two questions I have for that subject. And the homeless, you got to do what you got to do and give them some money because they need to improve uh, all the situations. And they talked to several people who are getting off the streets because organizations are helping them. Not everybody that's homeless wants to be homeless. Some of them want a place to live. They want help. They want to get You can call it better. You can call it better all you want, but some of them are fine. All they need is someplace to live. Anyway, I'll stop ranting and raving about that, but it's frustrating because it's silly. You know, it's another thing that can be fixed very easily by the wealthy San Joaquin Valley. All you got to do is pitch in some money, and I'm not talking about Joe that works at the fire department down the street. I'm talking about somebody with ION or on his end of his name that owns 700 acres in Riverdale and wave their wand and fuck. See, I almost busted out the F word. Things would get a whole lot better for a whole lot of people. Everything that helps them helps the valley as a whole. It helps crime. It helps everything. So stick your Armenian hand down in your pocket and bust out some money. I don't care if you're Portuguese, Armenian, Italian, don't matter to me. Irish, you know, this is something that needs to be taken on by this whole valley because this is our valley. So take care of it. All right, on to this other thing. The GOP is acting activists, you know, in California, to heckle. Yeah, the new GOP. Yeah, are asking activists to heckle during these town halls and stuff if you talk about impeachment. But guess what? Nobody's talking about impeachment. Nobody cares about impeachment. We care about the economy. We care about immigration. We care about a lot of issues. But we're going to get rid of Trump next year, so hey. Nobody's worried about Trump. Nobody's worried about the impeachment. And the GOP, all they care about is trying to keep the presidency. They don't care what fool they got in there running it. And that's a very short-sighted mission, in my opinion. I think they're screwing themselves, but hey, what are you going to do? It's the GOP. I was a member of that party for 14, 16 years and believed in it thoroughly. Reagan was the greatest president of my life, and I will stand by that till the day I die. Because when I was a little kid, I worried about nuclear annihilation every day. Every day. It's the way I was brought up. It's the world in which I was brought up in. It's what happened back in the 70s. Reagan took that away. I ain't scared of it no more. Well, I probably still should be a little bit, but I'm not. And that's how good a president he was, and he won the Cold War the easiest way possible. He spent more money on the military than they did. And guess what? Something that simple worked. I'm sorry about my eye. I look like a pirate today, but it's hurting. But anyway, heckling during a town hall is what's got you guys the reputation you got in the first place. A bunch of bullies, a bunch of people just talking and not listening to anybody else's point of view, and just getting what you want. But I lost my train of thought there, boys and girls. But what he has brought to the Republican Party is this: we've got to protect ourselves and nailing everything down and only caring about us, and we don't got to care about the world no more. Well, that's our responsibility. We're Americans, man. That's what we do. You know? But anyway, that's what's going on. That's what I wanted to talk about in this segment. I'll have another segment tomorrow. But those things are important in Fresno, and I think they should be addressed. And I will talk at you later. This is the old man. Hasta Winnebago.